Hello dear students. Today we will going to see about the hospital pharmacy part 2. The remaining part of this chapter is covered over here. Let us see in this particular topic of discussion we will able to explain abilities and responsibility of hospital pharmacist. Then let us enlighten about the responsibilities of hospital pharmacist. Let us see one by one that the responsibility regarding the inpatient pharmacy department, under that there is a first responsibility to handle the dispensing area, and in that dispensing area there is a different kinds of the care or the responsibility of the hospital pharmacist should be mentioned over here. The first is nothing but the policy. He ensure all the policies which is made by the hospitals and hospital organization or hospital pharmacy, which is to be followed by the hospital pharmacist, that is their first responsibility, or by the it is to be implemented. Then accuracy, he helps or keeps the proper control for the accuracy of dosage prepared, specifically when they are preparing the parenteral preparation or the parenteral or intravenous administration. Then maintenance of record, he keeps all the records of the drug supplied and return and bills of investigational drugs and all related supply and the purchase of particular drug or any of the drug which is used in the hospital pharmacy, that is to be maintained as far as the record is concerned. Then storage, he keeps an adequate control over the drugs stored in his section. Then working, he ensures that all laws and rules are to be implemented in his section, in adequate techniques are used for compounding the preparation. Then coordination must be there. He coordinate all the activities of the dispensing area given the best possible service, right? Then about the drug information, he keeps himself and his staff well informed about the drugs stored in hospital, about their all the adverse drug reaction, side effect, drug-drug interaction, pharmacological action, any updated regarding updates regarding this, any of the new entity or a chemical entity or existing drug entity, that he should have to be know about that or circulate in his own staff of the hospital pharmacy. So this is the responsibility of the hospital pharmacist. Now let us see the second responsibility of the hospital pharmacist is about the patient care area. In that, the first responsibility of hospital pharmacist is the coordination with that of the other medical staff of the hospital organization. Then next one is the communication. He should have to communicate all the necessary information with that of all medical staff or nursing staff regarding the medication and the drug. Then pharmacist should have the technical knowledge regarding the medication, drug, and he should have provide all the instruction or a new procedure of administration or dealing with that of the patient, that everything he should have to know about that, as well as he must have to be linked with that of the technician, nurses and the medical staff, and ensure that the proper techniques are used by the technician for administration of the drug. He also assists in training new technician, means helpful to train the new technician, new pharmacist, means appointing any new pharmacist. They should have to provide adequate training to that of the particular new member in the hospital pharmacy or in the hospital. He ensure that technicians are following the all personal policies. So this is about the hospital pharmacist responsibility. Then next one is the supervisor. He review all the medication order to ensure that these enters accurately in the unit dosage system. He also periodically inspect patients drug administration form to ensure that all doses are being administered and charted correctly. He confirms periodically that administered doses are correctly noted on the patient chart. He periodically inspects the medication areas to ensure that adequate level of the floor stock drugs and supplies are maintained. This is the second responsibility. Now let us see the next responsibility related to the direct patient care. So in that, patient medication history, pharmacist must have to know about the patient medication history. He obtains the patient medical history and gives the information to the physician. Then patient monitoring, he identify or to complete the drug therapy of the patient and its effectiveness till from the admit into the hospital of the patient up to the hospital living by total care. Patient counseling, he should have to counsel the patient, also helpful in counseling the patient and self administration of drug and discharge the drug. Then about the selection of drug, he also assist or help or involve in the proper medical team to give the proper medication by the physician to the patient about the and all involved in the dose regimen as well as about the dose schedule, everything you should have to be take part in the medical discussion or with that of the physician, so that they can help him out and give the proper medication to the patient. He also participate in the cardiopulmonary emergencies. He also having some of the general responsibility, means that overall management of the patient care. So that is about the direct patient care. Then this is all about the, we were seen about the inpatient pharmacist responsibility. Now in the another part we will going to see the outpatient pharmacist responsibility. In that, first of all is the dispensing area. He should have to maintain the dispensing area in all respect. Then inpatient care area, means in the inpatient care area, all the area should be maintained in a proper manner, and all the sanitization, cleanliness, hygienic condition, everything, that is about the inpatient care area. And next one is the all general responsibility, that he should have to provide proper medication to the patient, he should have to provide proper counsel to the patient, He provides all the updates to the medical staff, nursing staff about the administration, dose schedule, everything. This is all are the responsibility. Even self-medication, he promote about the self-medication, that how to take the self-medication by that of the patient. That is again the general responsibility, in which time, how much time in a day. So that is to be all responsibility of the hospital pharmacies to provide the necessary information regarding drug and medication which is to be prescribed by the doctor, and ask the pharmacist to dispense that particular medication. Then requirement of the pharmacist as per the bed requirement, means in the hospital in how much bed, how much pharmacist is required. Let us see over here, bed strength, number of pharmacists is required. As per the bed strength, how much number of pharmacists is required? Up to 50 beds, 3 pharmacists is required or necessary. Then up to 100 beds, 5 pharmacists are required. Means why they are saying like this? Because the 100 beds means 100 patient. Means at least to provide a 100 patient service, pharmaceutical product service, or a patient care, we required at least 5 pharmacists to give them a proper counseling to the patient, from that of the pharmacist to the patient regarding the drug and medication. Then up to 200 bed, 8 pharmacists is required. Up to 300 bed, 10 pharmacists is required. Then up to 500 beds, 15 pharmacists are required. The hospital pharmacist should possess all the kind of the abilities. What are that? Administrative ability. Hospital pharmacist should thoroughly familiar with that of the organization of the hospital, their staff, then appropriate channel of the communication. Hospital pharmacist should have the capability of planning, integrating all the services, even the budgeting or inventory control, means all the stock properly mentioned into that of the computer. They must have to understand the purchase and sale and necessary need of all the medication and drug in the hospital pharmacy, and cost effectiveness, audit, maintenance of record, preparation of reports, everything. This is all the administrative ability that is to be in the hospital pharmacist. Then about the technical ability, hospital pharmacy must have the basic knowledge as well as the updated knowledge about the effect of the drug and biological system, their pharmacokinetics, as well as physiology, therapeutics, and patient care techniques. Then next ability, that is manufacturing ability. Hospital pharmacist must be able to develop the formulation not available commercially immediately or easily. Then in that situation, the hospital pharmacist should manufacture by availing the some of the raw material and prepare the particular drug which is necessary, or a particular formulation in the and availability of the in the hospital pharmacy. Then hospital pharmacy should possess an adequate understanding of principle involved in the formulation and the dosage form. Then next ability is the research ability. Hospital pharmacist must be prepared to participate in clinical research. He must have to participate in a clinical trial. Whatever the different volunteers required, volunteers in the form of patient, in the form of the healthy volunteers, they must have to participate into that. They must have to know the how to maintain the record of the clinical trials, and pharmacists must be able to establish database for drug being used for the patient and participating in the studies. So they must have to participate in the research also. So next one is the teaching and training ability. He must have to be, hospital pharmacist must to have to be ability to train the new personnel which is to be newly appointed in the hospital pharmacy as well as the hospital organization, and they are developing such a kind of educational program that as well as the to the supportive personnel so that he can develop his and he can plan, coordinate everything in very well manner. Then ability to control. Hospital pharmacists must be able to develop quality assurance program for quality services of pharmacy department and product dispense. Hospital pharmacy must be able to develop control program for the distribution of drug throughout the hospital. So this is all the abilities are necessary in that of the hospital pharmacist. So thank you very much, my dear student, for patient hearing. And if you are having any problem, you can WhatsApp me, email me, and you can subscribe my channel so that you can get the all the new updates or updated videos regarding the hospital and clinical pharmacy subject as well as pharmaceutical jurisprudence. And thank you once again.